Oh, there you are. Going live. You're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Hell Let Loose 1.0. So this game was released on early access a couple of years ago, and I tried it. Time flies by. I thought it was a year old, but apparently it's 2 years old since it's been 2 years since it released on early access. So thanks to Team 17 for providing a copy of the game, so I'm able to play the game. They gave me a copy, again, a couple of years ago. Time flies, it's insane. But how are you guys doing? We're doing 1050 Ti, 570 and 1650 Super. And this is an Unreal Engine 4 game, so we're pretty familiar with the options menu. Pretty the normal thing. Let me hide this and you can see it. As you can see, pretty the usual. Although I like that SSAO is a separate option and it's not bundled in with post-process. Hey, this game beats up my PC. Yeah, I mean, on the CPU side it's pretty intensive, I would say, yeah. Hello, Sebastian Pokora. What's up? Doing fine. Doing fine. A little bit earlier. I've been 10 minutes before it started, but hey, that's how I am. I'm a little... I don't know, I like starting a little bit earlier to check if everything works. So as you can see, we're on 1080p epic settings, but I lowered those textures to high. So yeah, let's get into the game and try it. We're going to be doing 30 frames first. So yeah, on the 1050 Ti should be good enough. Let me find a server that has a good ping for me. There we go. Brazil. I'm next to Brazil, so that's perfect. Although I'm guessing... Oh, the server is full. Never mind. Maybe this one. So as I was saying, I expect this to be on high settings over 30 frames. And then if we do low settings, maybe 40 to 60. We're about to find out. Hi, Gupta, how's it going? I didn't say your name because I don't know how to pronounce it. Rithik? Okay, too many players on this one as well. Yeah, it's hard to find matches with a lot of people in them that have space to get in. Many full servers. 4 players in queue. Come on, please, I want to play. Yeah, I mean, today it's going on the 1.0 version. It's out of early access. So kind of makes sense. The most people playing should be at the moment. Emma Draco, ¿todo bien? Fabián Miranda. Saludos desde Uruguay, bro. RX 580, no, I have the 570 and it will be like 10 frames below the 580, basically. So yeah, let me refresh here and I'll hide the full servers and the empty ones. So let's be quick. Yeah, let's go to that one. Maybe I was quick enough. Let's find out. It's full. No! Okay, do not show me the servers that are full, please. What else? Okay, on this one I should be able to get in. Come on. Are you from Paraguay or Uruguay? I'm from Uruguay. For the people wondering, South America, between Argentina and Brazil. Okay, I'll be waiting because I'm not able to get into matches, too many people in them. So yeah, I'm pretty far away. In the meantime, I'll drink some mate and talk to you guys, which is the best I can do here. Yeah, I'm from Uruguay. You got that right. We got this. Come on. Love the Steam Deck video today. Well, thanks. I've been planning on doing it for a while, and I don't know. My Monday was a little bit slow, so I said, hey, let's talk about the Steam Deck. If my expectations are what happens in reality, it's probably going to be a great machine. So yeah. Okay, let's try another server, something with less people. The thing is, the server that has more people are more far away. I mean, look at that, 23 players in queue. There's too many people, which is great. That means that people are playing the game, which I'm happy about. Amargo, dulce, amargo, por supuesto. Por favor, ¿qué clase de pregunta es esa, señor? Let's try this one again. And if not, we're doing a server that is more far away. Maybe this one. That is farther away, but it has more space. Are you going to test Chernobylite when it comes out? Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. I got a review copy a couple of years ago, or 3 years ago, on Chernobylite. So I'm doing that one, yeah, tomorrow. Stay tuned. Okay, finally. Let's go Germany. And we're going for infantry. Let's do, yeah, that one. Oh, I want to join one, not make one. How do I go back? There we go. Let's go, yeah, no, infantry. I need to make another one. That's okay. Let's spawn close to the battle. So we're going for this one. Garrison spawn number 2. And in 10 seconds I'm going to deploy. Wish me luck. I'm going to die a lot. Alexis Aguilar, todo bien? Except the storage, everything else is bang for the buck. Yeah, agreed. On Steam Deck, that's true. Okay. We are in 30 frames per second. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting something, but the game is looking a lot better. Maybe I played it a couple years ago, so maybe my senses are are being challenged. Whoa. The stutter, the ping. It's kinda killing me. Run! But yeah, I think the game is looking better than before. Correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure if they improved the graphics, but the game does feel better, especially on the animations and weapon models. What do you think of building my first PC in a place with climate hovers over 30-32°C? Should be okay. Just crank up those fans and you're good to go. Also some undervolting would be a good idea. Let's spawn somewhere else. So I can run a little bit. People say there is no increase in FPS. I don't know. It seems to run almost the same, but it looks better.
Command, are you able to?
I don't know, maybe it's just my brain. FOB slider, I'll check it out.
Not enough manpower.
Hang on. Going to get into the ground. FOB slider. There's probably an FOB slider, yeah. Let's find out. Probably on video. Yeah, aspect ratio constraint mode. Yeah, I don't see any. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, here, FOB. 90 degrees. It goes up to 120. I'm going to keep it at 100. The FOB at 100 for me is fine. So yeah, you can change the FOB up to 120. What I'm noticing is that when I'm very close to grass, it likes to drop below 30. So probably high settings would be a good way. Sí, Darío, tiene en Brasil. Hi Santiago, you turn down shadows and turning off far shadows. I'm going to lower the shadows. From ultra to high, they have a big performance difference. Oh. So yeah. I'm probably going to do that, yeah. Because when I see grass, it drops below 30. Sometimes. So we lowered the shadows to high. And that gives us from 39 to 40. Okay, not a huge boost.
They are
but hey,
due west.
High shadows.
Okay.
So yep, let's give it another shot. Ha! See what I did there? Another shot. Whoa. Yeah, while I was saying stupid stuff, I effed up. I got shot. What I'm noticing also is that the game is starting to drop below. It's using a lot of video memory and system RAM, which already happened before when I played it a couple of years ago. So yeah, performance seems to be pretty similar so far, but the game does look better. So yeah. ¿Qué juego es? Hell Let Loose. Lo puedes ver en la descripción y en el título, el nombre. So yeah, I'm pretty bad at this game, as you can see, guys. But lowering shadows to high appears to help. Pantiago, hell yeah, that's me. Okay. Yeah, they're winning. What really bothers me is that the deploying times are pretty long, like 30 seconds at times. A good thing I can read chat and drink mate while this happens. Is the performance any better with 1.0? It doesn't appear to be performing better, it seems to be more stable, but at the same time the game is looking better, so yeah, that's what I was trying to say. The game looks better, but it feels like more consistently at the same frame rate. Instead of looking at a place to get 60s, look at another and get 30s.
Yeah, let me spawn in.
So yeah, appears more consistent overall. We'll see. I just started playing the game. Okay. Okay, still a little bit inconsistent. That way 40s, that way... No, still 40s. Yeah, over 30. It used to be more inconsistent. And graphically I think it's better, yeah. In squad, if you turn shadows to the lowest, you see enemies easier. Okay, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm here for performance. Although I'll probably need to lower that foliage. And the textures, we're using basically all the VRAM. So yeah, that's probably necessary. But I'm happy that I got into a map that has a lot of foliage. That's super helpful to stress test the GPU. But so far looking good. Yeah, in here I get 50s, but closer to the foliage I get 30s. And I'm getting shot at, I think.
Get yourself spread out, get some OPs down.
I love that people are communicating and I'm just running around without paying attention. Ese cambio español-inglés épico. Bueno, gracias. Se agradece. Es costumbre ya. Any enemies that are not shooting at me? Oh yeah, for the people comparing this to Battlefield, well, this is nothing like it.
Hey, tank squad. Hey, tank squad. There's a 143. There's a tank right behind.
Yeah, this is more tactical. I'm not playing the game, really. I mean, they're communicating, trying to do strategy, and I'm just running around trying to shoot an enemy.
He's to your left. He's to your left. Gunner. He's turn left.
In the left, in the left! Yeah, these are hardcore strategists. What are you doing, man? That's probably what they're thinking. Sí, se pueden bajar. Oh, you can toggle your HUD on a route. Whoa. Okay, we're getting shot at. That's not good. Let's just shoot in the vicinity. Stop firing your weapon, just shoot at him. That's hilarious. Okay. I like that I can run while crouched. That's pretty cool.
Hey,
Frames are pretty good for a 1050 Ti. Yeah, we only lowered those shadows, although I probably need to lower the foliage as well. Hang on. Hopefully nobody kills me while I'm in the options menu. Oh no. Foliage. There you are. High. Okay, yeah, definitely an improvement. 5 frames more with foliage on high. So make sure to put the foliage on high. Yeah, when looking at smoke is not pretty. Probably need to lower it to high in general. Yeah, high settings is probably a good option. Okay, I was below 30, but I got one. Whoa, and they got me. But yeah, cool. So high settings is probably the way to go, yeah. Welcome to hell. I like that, that's an achievement. So let's put it on high. Let's be better with the 1050 Ti. So I lowered to high settings. Epic seems to be a little bit too much. Let's leave it at that. Sí, son voces de gente jugando, sí. Yeah, for the people asking, those voices that are speaking to me are people actually playing the game. You need communication.
Crawl, Santiago, crawl.
I'm crawling. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I love that people communicate in this game, but I'm not communicating. Oh, he's healing
No
me.
H advantage.
Thank you, mister. I appreciate that. He cannot hear me, I'm on a separate computer. But it's hilarious that they're communicating, I love that. It's hilarious in a way that I wasn't expecting communication. In video games, usually you don't get a lot of voice chatting. If you're not playing with friends, I mean. So yeah, high seems to be better. Probably need to lower effects to medium. Since when smoke shows up, it's kinda hard on the GPU. But overall, would seem to be good. Whoa. Oh no! Ah, run! Let's get away! Holy hell. Hell let loose. Yeah, let's fix ourselves up. I forgot to reload my gun, that's why I didn't shoot. Man, I'm terrible at the game. Do I have any more ammo? Yeah, I do. Wonderful. Let's see if they are all the way in there. Whoa! Yeah, no. I died. Sí, muy inmersivo, literal. Yeah, very immersive. That's a good word for it. Immersive. And there's proximity chat, so when you speak, depending on the proximity with your friends, with your friendlies,
Gotta get her down to the point.
you hear them or not. So you need to be close to your teammates to be able to speak with them. So yeah, very immersive. But I can see that it's not for everyone. Not for everyone in a way that
Any defense.
I'm getting shot at from... Whoa, that's an enemy. Oh, please die. He's dead, I think. So as I was saying, this is not an action game. You need to be tactical, as you can see, or you will die every 5 seconds. I can do it. I'm not cooperating properly, but at least I got a couple enemies in my kill count. So yeah. ¿No había salido el juego ya? Sí, pero ahora está fuera de Early Access, así que salió el juego completo, por así decirlo. For the people asking, yeah, this game was released a couple of years ago, but now we're on Early Access. The Early Access period is over. So yeah. It was already out, but now it's out of Early Access. It's improved quite a bit so far. So let's put it on low. Let's see if we can get 60 frames like this. The only thing I cranked up are the textures. So yeah, low settings. Wish me luck. Let's go to the same spawn. Es una comunidad recopada porque te sentís re bienvenido. Sí, tal cual. Okay. So low settings. And I died again. Oh man. I'm bad at the game. Yeah, they're just spawn killing us. So as I was saying, on low settings it appears to be okay. I'm going to crank up the anti-aliasing a little bit because it looks very jaggy. So only anti-aliasing is cranked up. It's TAA, so shouldn't be very difficult for the GPU to do so. So anti-aliasing epic. Again, TAA should be fine. I'm going to deploy somewhere else though. Let's go to the HQ. You told me about 1050 Ti 2 years in the future. I can't. Impossible. Impossible to know, mister. Okay, so on low settings with anti-aliasing on epic, we seem to be good. We're going around since, well, we were getting killed in the other spawn point. Hopefully I can get in there. You cannot operate this vehicle. Okay. I'll just run around, but as you can see, it still drops into the into the upper 30s. So on 1080p, we're not getting 60s, especially when being close to the foliage like this. But once you're out of the foliage, you should be good. So yeah, that's kind of the thing with it. When foliage is close to the camera, you are kind of screwed. So gotta pay attention to that. TAA looks blurry to me, which is a reason I turned AA off. Well, yeah. I mean, there's also FXAA and two other variants of TAA. There's a community TAA and I don't know the name of the other one. I'm using the standard one because performance. Personally, I rather had some blur than having jaggies all over the place. Just personal preference, of course. But the performance difference isn't huge, so shouldn't be a big problem. What kind of Battlefield is this? It's not Battlefield. Battlefield is more action-oriented, I would say. This one tries to be more tactical. That's why I'm dying over and over. That's how you can tell that it's different from Battlefield. Because I'm very good at Battlefield. I'm not. So yeah, on 1080p we're not getting 60s, I think. But this gives me hope for 900p, medium to low. That's probably going to be 50 to 60. It looks like Enlisted. Well, Enlisted is still a different game because it has bots and players at the same time. This one, I don't know, I like the animations and the graphics a little bit more. But yeah, they are different games. But I understand the comparisons. Both are World War II. Yeah, visually they are pretty similar in the aesthetic side. Okay, I heard explosions behind me. Hopefully I do not die. Battlefield looks 100 times better. Man, it's a different engine. It's not even a point of comparison. And there's thousands more, hundreds of extra people working on Battlefield than on this game. I mean, it doesn't compare. There are different things. Why compare everything against Battlefield? I don't understand. Are you okay? Did someone hurt you? I mean, yeah, there are different engines. This is Unreal Engine 4, Battlefield is Frostbite. And the people behind Battlefield made their own engine, so yeah. There's not even a point of comparison there. The technology is different, the developers are different, the budget is different.
Be advised, Panther, you got about 3 minutes.
Yeah, let's get the head down. Yeah, they're telling me to crouch because I'm going to get killed. Thanks for the advice. It's appreciated. Nice, Sir Dre. I hope you enjoyed the game. But yeah, as you get close to the foliage and the extra and your teammates and more stuff is going on, you clearly drop the frames there. And the CPU usage gets higher. So probably if you're going with a quad-core CPU, you're going to get some drops when aiming for 60 frames. So we'll try to have at least 4 Corsair threads. Oh no. I don't know where the shots are coming from. Help me. Y muchas gracias Kevin por los 20 pesos argentinos. Se agradece un montón. ¿Todo bien? ¿Cómo andás? Que no dejaste ningún mensaje ahí. ¿Esto es Battlefield para tercermundistas? No, no creo. O sea, es muy distinto a Battlefield. O sea, en este juego no mato a nadie, literal. Y muero cada 10 segundos. En Battlefield por lo menos tengo chance. I was saying in Spanish that this in comparison to Battlefield, I can understand that it's very different because in this one I do not know where the enemies are. I cannot get a single kill. And you get to be more tactical. So I mean, it kind of makes sense. Let's go for 900p now. And yeah, the graphics are not looking great because I'm on low settings. So yeah. I mean, it's not breathtaking, but it's playable. Okay. We apply the settings.
Full squad.
Thanks, Kevin. It's appreciated, man. I appreciate it a lot, for real. Thank you. Everything helps. I can assure you that. So let's keep it on low like this, but on 900p now. So let's redeploy. And I'm going to get killed here probably, but that's fine. It's part of the game, I guess. Dying. Ven cómo le está en fluido inglés. Práctica. Hace como 10 años. Hace más de 10 años que practico. Okay, so 900p, yeah, definitely a big improvement. I'll probably play it like this. Basically low settings, but on the 900p resolution. Yeah, it seems that they are over there, behind the smoke. But as I was saying, on 900p low settings, I'm getting 60s more often, even when smoke shows up and the enemies are shooting at us. Let's reload very quickly. I don't trust those corners. And he's building something. He's so into it. Keep building, man. Help us. Come on, keep hammering that down. That's hilarious. I love those animations. Oh man, I should be covering them. Okay, they're coming. And yeah, as you can see, when I shoot at the enemy, I still dropped into the 40s. So yeah, definitely not perfect. Y muchísimas gracias de vuelta, Kevin, por los 30 pesos argentinos. Se agradece un montón. Ayuda más de lo que te imaginas. Muchísimas gracias. So yeah, guys, it still drops below 60. Not entirely sure why. I have the lowest settings there. But I love how they hammered in the air. That was hilarious. I love that. So yeah, let's drink some mate. In the meantime, I have 10 seconds before I spawn once more. I'm probably going Rifleman this time around, if I can. Oh no, I cannot change the loadout while I'm deploying. I'm going to go, let's see. Commander knows. Rifleman. Can I go Rifleman? I think so. Whatever, let's go. Yeah, they were perfectly synchronized, yeah. I've been playing Hell Let Loose for almost 2 years now. It's way different than Battlefield. This is a World War II realistic game. Yeah, it is. It does seem a lot more realistic, especially when you are getting shot at. But what I'm pretty worried about is that when I aim at the enemy and I shoot and I'm getting shot, I drop into the 40s. So, not exactly perfect. So yeah, this happened before as well.
I think that's going to be our death blow, gentlemen. We're still going to fight though. Not giving up.
Okay. Yeah, bullets are flying by my head. And I do not see where they are coming from. I'm completely blind in this game. And I'm out in the open. Let's go around. Yeah, let's try to be smart. Genial, Kevin. Agradezco mucho. Te agradezco mucho y al mismo tiempo me alegro que te sirva. A nadie le gusta descargar el pedo, así que perfecto. One word, i3 10100. Yeah, look in the description. Whoa, what the hell? And Craig is, yeah, he died as well. Rest in pepperonis, Craig.
Coming in.
¿Qué opinas de la situación precio de las gráficas de video? Y por ahora está muy mal la situación, pero yo creo que en un año va a mejorar. Calculo yo, capaz que estoy tirando fruta, pero para mí va a ser así, en un año. Somebody was asking me about GPU prices and all that. Well, I think in a year it's probably going to stabilize if we are lucky, but it's not looking good at the moment. Not looking good. And thank you so much to, oh man, your name is so difficult to read, Maheswaram Ravi, and it finishes there. Thank you so much, man, for the 19 rupees donation. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. Sorry, it's difficult to read your name. One word on i3 10100. You mean a word? A word on the i3 10100? I think it's a good CPU. It's the same as the one I have, the 10100F. but it has an integrated GPU. So if you can find it as the same price as the 10100F, get it. But personally, I would just aim for the 10100F. I mean, you don't need the... If you don't need the iGPU, it's a waste of money to get the 100. Get the F version, put a GPU, and boom, you're good to go. But yeah, 4 core 6 threads is pretty good. ¿Se puede bajar de algún lado este juego gratis o demo? Que yo sepa no, pero voy a averiguar cuando salga el juego. A ver qué pasa. A ver si puedo encontrar eso. Porque no sé, creo que no, pero capaz que me equivoco. So guys, now we're going for epic settings and high textures on 900p. Since on the lowest we were able to get 40 to 60, give or take. Let's check with the highest graphics. Excluding textures because, you know, video memory. And we lost. Oh no, we lost. That's fine. I got how many kills? It doesn't say. Okay, it makes sense. I think it's 1. If I'm lucky. Anyway. Okay, next match in a minute. So while we wait for the next match to start, I'm going to be reading the chat. Are you playing with controller or mouse and keyboard? I'm using mouse and keyboard. For shooters, I hate using controllers personally. So I try to avoid controllers. Unless I'm playing, I don't know, Dark Souls, Sekiro, driving games. In those I use controllers. But in general I try, especially in shooters, to go mouse and keyboard. I'm more accurate. So yeah. 1600 AF or Ryzen 3 3100. I mean, if you're just gaming, yeah, Ryzen 3 3100 without a doubt. Higher single-threaded performance, 4 core 6 threads is enough. The 1600 AF is more like a Ryzen 5 2600, which is not a bad CPU by any stretch. But single-threaded performance is not amazing, so I'll go for the 3100 personally. And you have a better upgrade path. Future of 4-core CPUs, are they already dead? They are the bare minimum, I would say. 4 cores, and if you're aiming for 60 frames in newer games, well, 4 core 6 threads is almost a must, I would say. So yeah, they're not dead. 4 cores 4 threads is the minimum, I would say, but 4 core 6 threads, I think is good at the moment. Is RTX 3050 Ti releasing on PC or only laptops? Rumors say that it's coming to desktop computers as well, but considering the stock at the moment, I don't know. I'm not holding my breath. We'll see. I'm going to change something though. Hang on. I'm going to change my loadout to Rifleman. Yeah. Was it this one? Yeah. Yeah, I'm Rifleman. Let's go Rifleman. And enter combat. I'm going to go where the most friendlies are. I don't know why. Oh, we have all the points. Okay. So did people leave? No, everyone is here. Good. Good, good, good. Never mind then. I'm in the squad. Vamos con el mate, sábelo, Kevin. Mate por siempre, para siempre. 1050 Ti, will it survive the 9th gen? Probably at 720p, but we'll see. I'm guessing that it can, but what bothers me about the 1050 Ti is the poor compatibility with Vulkan and DX12. It's compatible, but it's not 100% compatible. You see that on newer Vulkan games. Have you had any experience with the i5-9400F? If yes, sorry. If yes, then how is it? I have experience. I had the 8400 and the 9400F, and they're good. 6 cores, 6 threads. I think it's a good CPU at the moment, but I'll try to go for 8 threads if possible. Nowadays, the 9400F I think is still fine, much better than a 4-core CPU. So yeah, I would say it's enough for 60 nowadays. Oh, we are Russian! Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, Russian. We're Russian. For the Tsar! I mean, Or are we the Red Army? Yeah, I think so. I love that there's people speaking everywhere. That's so wholesome. Tienes que defender el último punto. Ok. Gracias, señor Dre. Okay, so they're going to attack us. I'm going to just shoot in the air and pretend that I know what I'm doing. Act like you belong. That's a good lesson in life, especially when playing video games with strangers. You need to pretend that you know what you're doing. Holy hell. But I like that now that we're defending, I have more of a chance to shoot. But as you can see, when I'm looking into the distance and shooting, I dropped into the 30s. So if you go for low settings here, you're probably going to be over 60 most of the time. But once you start shooting, well, you're going to get drops into the 50s and 40s. So yeah, keep that in mind. Next to that truck? Which truck? Yeah, no, I'm not hitting anything from here. But as you can see, yeah, when I'm shooting, I dropped into the 30s. Yeah, somebody's behind that truck, apparently. Get good. Thanks, Paradise CK. I'm trying. But war is hell. How are you doing, man? Good to see you in the chat once more. I'm just pretending that I know what I'm doing. I clearly don't. I clearly don't know. I'm just shooting around. Is optimization any better? Any better? I mean, the game looks better. That's what I can take away from this. Performance seems to be almost the same. I would say a little bit more stable. Not as many stutters as on the early access phase. Although, like you can see here, when there are many enemies and friendlies close by, shooting at each other and smoke, yeah, that's when it spikes once, but then it's okay. It's more stable. Performance appears to be the same or a little bit lower, but again, I feel like the game looks better than when I played it 2 years ago. So yeah, definitely they did a good effort. And the game is going to get a single player campaign apparently, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was only multiplayer for the entirety of the roadmap. Oh, glad to know that you're doing well, man. This is a great game. Yeah, I agree. Although I'm not the kind of player for this game. Oh no, I don't have any more ammo. Hang on. I mean, the game looks good, but I'm not the target demographic. This is more like a simulator. Whoa, dead. Yeah, I'm not good at simulation, military simulation stuff. So yeah, I'm pretending that I know what I'm doing, but I do not know.
I can see them from their spawn over here.
I'm just going to let it go, and I'm going to go for 720 now. So hang on, guys. We're sticking to epic settings, and then we're going to try medium. Probably 720p medium is good. So we go to the options, video. Again, an Unreal Engine 4 game, so pretty easy to tweak, really. So we apply the settings.
Marker right.
There we go. 720.
Commander's move marker.
And as you can see, epic settings, high textures because 4 gigs of VRAM. And one thing that is super interesting, the anti-aliasing, you got FXAA, standard TAA, clarity TAA, and community TAA, which I never saw a game offering multiple TAA solutions. Let's stay with clarity TAA. So 720p, epic settings, high textures. Let's get back into the game. We're going to the part where there's a lot of action. So we're going to die very quickly, but that's fine. I can accept it. Okay. Looking good. Although, guys, one thing I remembered I have a video on this game, so I can check it out and compare the settings to match the settings of my previous video. So yeah, that's how I can see if it improved. Yeah, when I'm looking into the distance, I still drop into the 30s, so it's pretty demanding due to the amount of effects and enemies doing things. Es un single player o un multi, es un multiplayer, pero parece que van a sacarle single player después. Oh no, my comrade died just next to me. I'm traumatized for life. Oh no.
It's behind the building.
Yeah, let's go back. Anybody there? Show yourselves. Namaste, sir. Namaste, mister. Santiago, I have a 3070, 16 gigs of RAM and a Ryzen 5 2600, but this game I can't play well on 1080p. CPU problem? Yeah, probably. This game seems to favor more the single-threaded performance side.
Puma coming out.
I can see some of the cores going up to 70%. Individually, not in groups. So yeah, that's probably a single-threaded thing. There's a lot of people in a server doing a lot of things. And on Unreal Engine 4 in general, I had better results with higher single-threaded performance. So yeah, probably CPU related. Also make sure that your RAM is on dual channel. I saw that you have 16 gigabytes. Make sure it's on dual channel so it takes advantage of the CPU. What a badass. Big Duke. The guy from Resident Evil Village. He's helping us. What are you buying? But yeah, as you can see, it still drops into the 40s at 720. So it improved. It was into the 30s at 900p. But still, when it has the foliage close to the camera, the smoke, the enemy is shooting at you, your friendly is shooting at the enemy, many things going on, it drops pretty low. So yeah. Is this game free? No, it's not a free game. It's a paid game. But it improved significantly over the course of these 2 years. Despite me not knowing what I'm doing, I'm enjoying myself. It's satisfying, the part of shooting and moving. Maybe I'm confusing it with another game, but I thought that this game was a year old, and apparently it's 2 years old. Hey dude, what's up? Wishing to know which card would be the powerful card supported by an i5 11400F without bottlenecking. You can do a 3070 will be my max, or 3070 Ti. It depends on the resolution. If you're doing 1080p, a 3070 should be okay with ray tracing. And if you want higher resolutions, you can do whatever card that you want. Oh, he died. Just in front of me. Oh no, I'm traumatized for life. My memories are tainted with the blood of my friends.
Can you stop walking in front of me?
Sorry, mister. Stop walking in front of me. Yeah, sorry. I'm an NPC. I know.
Hey, got one.
Nice shot, man. You got it. He got one. Yeah, he's surprised that he got one. That's how I feel in this game. You get one kill and you're surprised. Because you cannot believe that you got one. There's a grenade there. Whoa, I'm getting shot at.
Such a good bullet sponge. I appreciate that.
Such a good bullet sponge. No problems. I'm here to distract the enemy. You shoot them. I stick here. I'm the bullet sponge of the team.
You report some armor?
Not yet.
Let's get the grenade out.
Finally making progress, guys. We'll be out there soon.
Vietnam flashbacks. Whoa! Oh, they got me. Oh, tell my wife I didn't love her. I hated her. See, boomer humor. Oh no, I hate my wife. And my kids at home, they don't know that war is hell. 4K stream, let's go, hell yeah. Yeah, since this is a game with a lot of foliage, I think a 4K live stream is more appropriate? Oh man, I don't know how to pronounce that word. Appropriate. Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. Because there's so much foliage and stuff moving that the compression of the video is pretty terrible. I love that view distance is only on epic or high, you don't have a medium option. That's pretty funny. Yeah. Post-process on medium, SSAO on medium, and let's keep it on medium like this at 720. There we go, and we're going to put the community TAA. Maybe it looks better, who knows. What else? Am I missing something? Well, I lowered the TAA a little bit more. Maybe a couple extra frames there. So this is basically 720p medium. But guys, it's so demanding when you're getting into one of those big battles, when you're in the midst of the battle. Then it's just 2600, no such thing as 2600G. Yeah, there is none. Oh yeah, there is none. Okay, so 720p medium, so far so good. We'll see once we start getting shot at. Let's move around. I'm here now, sorry for late. Don't worry, Andrew. I will always love you, man. No matter if you're late, no matter if you cheat on your wife, I'll still love you, man. Don't cheat on your wife. It's not a good thing. Alright. Yeah, this seems to be the best option. I'm targeting 60 frames in the demanding part. Keep that in mind, guys. The demanding part is you're close to your friendlies, they are shooting, you're shooting, the enemy's shooting, there's smoke everywhere. So yeah, that's what I'm targeting. The bad parts. In the performance side of things. Although as you can probably notice, the GPU is not maxed out anymore. So we are CPU limited. But we'll see once I start shooting. See, okay, still 60s and the GPU gets maxed out in those times. So looking good. So yeah, it's pretty CPU intensive, especially. Oh no, we're going to get shot. Did you see RTX 4090 leak? No, I hadn't. Considering the price of the GPUs, I don't stick around with news. I just want the news that GPUs are affordable again. But hey. Oh, out of bullets. Oh, nice. Thanks for the bullets, mister. Yeah, I'm just shooting in the general direction of the enemy, but as you can see when I... Whoa! Jesus. When I was shooting, sometimes the GPU usage dropped, so it seems to be CPU limited when I'm shooting the enemy. So, interesting. Despite me having 4 cores and X threads that are pretty at a pretty high frequency, I still drop below 60 when shooting at the enemy. So yeah, they need to improve that, I think. A lot of things going on.
Before I died,
yeah, total players 98. There's like 100 people playing.
Not like
in a very small place.
Maybe 50 meters.
So I kind of understand it, that the CPU is having such a hard time.
Just got...
Santiago, what CPU do you advise me to meet with my build? 16GB dual channel, 3070. At least a Ryzen 5 3600. I think the ideal one there would be a 5600X. A Ryzen 5 5600X. 6 cores, 12 threads. Single thread performance is absolutely amazing. And you should be able to play basically any game over 60 just fine. And many of them at 144. But as you can see, guys, 720p medium appears to be the way to go. We still drop into the 40s when smoke is close to the camera. And people are shooting and stuff is going on. So for this card, I would say 720p medium for 50 to 60 frames in general, but especially in the demanding parts.
You guys,
No, Iván, que yo sepa no. Oh no. They're killing us. Is a PS5 controller work on every game vibration? No, it doesn't. Each game needs to support it natively. I think the only game on PC that has adaptive triggers and haptic feedback is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, you need native support from the developer to have the haptic feedback, but you can use the normal vibration like on the Xbox controllers, on the PS5 controller using it on PC, but you're not getting the same haptic feedback and adaptive triggers like on the PS5. Again, I think that the only game that supports that are Metro Exodus Enhanced Edition and Valhalla, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So yeah. Whoa, I almost dead, please. Please help.
The mark is accurate for the
Please revive me.
Panther.
My wife needs me. Hey, Sanjeev Hub. How's it going, man? Based off this graphic in 2021, this is not good optimized. I mean, it's not all about graphics, and this is an indie developer, so I mean, a big battle indie developer, Unreal Engine 4. I mean, this game is 2 years old also, but I think it looks decent. The problem is that there's so much going on that, yeah, they could optimize it better. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying, oh, the game runs perfect and looks perfect. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that considering what the developers are doing, I think it makes sense that it runs like this. There's so many people playing at the same time, doing a big battle. I don't know, I kinda get it. There's 100 people shooting and running and talking. There's a lot going on. And the engine wasn't made by the developer. They are using Unreal again. So they have a huge disadvantage. They have less money than most developers. They don't have their own technology there. I don't know. That's just my way of seeing it. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What I'm saying is that I kind of understand why it works the way it does. Thoughts on Dead Space remake? I love the idea. I miss Dead Space so much. I always wanted Dead Space 1 with better graphics. So hopefully that's what we get. But they are saying that they're going to improve the game further with other things, so I'm excited to give it a shot once it releases. Hopefully they don't mess it up. Hopefully. But I'm really looking forward to it. Hey Santiago, just want to say thank you for the videos, they're really helpful. Well, you're welcome, poggers. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you enjoyed them. Oh, that worked. Yeah, the trenches are difficult to traverse. Hey, shoot me, I'm here. I'm kidding, don't shoot me. My wife needs me. She asked for groceries. Okay, I think I got one. For Mother Russia! Ah! Hell yeah. That's hilarious. Let's go! Oh, a grenade! Bounced at my head. Holy hell. Oh no! That was so badass. That's hilarious. Anyway, let's go now for the 570. So we had enough of the 1050 Ti. Let's get out of the game and swap GPUs. Hello, hello. We're in my dark room today. It's like 3:25 p.m. Let's swap to the 570. Okay, the PC is off. 1050 Ti. Let's drop the 570 in. 570, yay! All right. Let's see if it responds. Please, computer, I need you. Hey, the Rappler. How's it going, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, man. Leroy Jenkins. Whoa, that's a throwback, all right. I'm not that old. Okay, we're back into the computer. Good. Boom, we're back in. Now we have the 570 installed. Let me check if there's any new update to the drivers. That's super important. Okay, no updates, good. And I'm going to use fast sync, so you guys don't need to see, as you can see here, enhanced sync, sorry. So you don't see the screen tearing, you know how it goes. And let's go back to Steam. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Chernobylite, so stay tuned. Tomorrow we're streaming that one. Today we're playing Hell Let Loose. And one thing I wanted to show you guys was that the new update, what they are looking forward to. So the early access updates, they got a ton of things done in a couple of years. And the roadmap for 2021 and 2022, this is what I was interested in. It says campaign mode, which I'm not sure if it means single player, but looks interesting. If it's a single player experience, I'm super into it. Effects improvements, special effects improvements. Yeah. I mean, the game is still getting updates. I mean, look at what they made in a couple of years. That's insane. Anyway, that's why I wanted to revisit the game, because today it's out of early access. So yeah. Yeah, I no longer have a 2060 because I had to sell it. Unfortunately, the economy is kind of difficult at the moment. So yeah, I used to have one. I'm staying here after hearing your reply. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. You're super nice. My friend also have 570. It's a good card, yeah. Hang on, I don't have any audio. Gotta love my capture card. Okay, I should have audio again. All right. Good. Now we are... Let's go directly to 1080p. And I'm going to keep it on medium on the 570. Let's see if we can get 60s on medium on 1080p. Yeah, I think it's a good starting point. There we go. So 1080p medium. 2080p, no, not today. 1080p. And let's give it a shot, shall we? I love that this guy, he has the face that says, I have seen things. Oh, you can change the faces, okay. Yeah, he has the face that, I have seen things you wouldn't believe. Let's go rifleman. Ok, let's go. Hola Santi, me gustan mucho tus benchmarks. Suerte en el stream. Bueno, gracias, Goss. Se agradece un montón. Espero que estés pasándola bien. Stalingrad. Hell yeah. I want to go to Stalingrad. In a video game. Oh, the server is full. No! There's so many people playing that I cannot find a server to enter. Let's try that one. Please work. No, the server is full. There's too many people playing the game. Little Pig, sí, mañana probablemente. Veremos si me da el tiempo. Está complicada la cosa. Somebody was asking about the GT 1030 and the 750 Ti. Yeah, I'm going to try them, but in a separate video. Probably tomorrow or the day after. Hopefully this week. We'll see. Tomorrow I have Chernobylite to give a shot to, so it's going to take a while. From name I thought it was some kind of sword and shield game. Well, yeah, kinda makes sense. I understand that. Pretty funny. But no, it's a World War II realistic shooter. Okay, there are 5 players in queue. Why? 4, okay. Eventually we're getting in there. Is this game pay to win by any means? No, it's not. I didn't see any of that. I think there are skins. Let me check that out for you. Because I know it has DLC, but I don't know what is it about. Silver Vanguard DLC. So okay, if you buy the game before August the 10th, you get the Silver Vanguard DLC. That's interesting, I didn't know that. And it gives you, yeah, it gives you just uniforms. Yeah, it's just cosmetic stuff. So don't worry. Yeah. You're the next one to join the server, yay! So yeah, it doesn't seem to be pay to win. They are only charging for skins, apparently. So yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about it. So far, I'm enjoying the game, but... oh, I'm so bad at the game, Jesus. I need to get good. But I'm not usually playing simulation shooters like this one. That's probably why. But I like the movement and shooting. Pretty cool. And I love that people talk in this game. It was pretty funny to play with them shouting, "Hey, for Mother Russia!" and shooting everywhere. That was great. What is this game? This is Hell Let Loose. It's a World War II realistic shooter type of thing. ¿Y cómo estás, Hiro? ¿Todo bien? How's it going, Hiro? You are the hero of this live stream. Is World War I? No, it's World War II, I'm pretty sure. Cannot be World War I. What the heck? If I'm... well, you made me doubt now. I mean, yeah, if the USSR is here, it has to be World War II. Yeah, it's World War II. There was no USSR in World War I. Let's go, America. America. F yeah. And we're going rifleman. I want that grand. Let's go to the garrison. Let's go. 1080p medium. Where's the mate? Is here, right beside me. There we go, the Garand. Let's see if we can maintain 60 frames. Remember, this is 1080p medium because, well, Epic is very CPU intensive, very GPU intensive. And I'm trying to get 60 frames. But again, I have to go to a more demanding place with more friendlies, more enemies shooting at the same time. Okay, I think he's over there. Please don't die, mister. Yeah, no. Let's stay in the ground.
Yep.
But so far it seems to be significantly better than on the 1050 Ti. Okay, they're there in the bushes. I'll heal myself. Me gustaría saber tu respuesta basada en tus conocimientos. ¿Por qué una buena PC, Resident Evil 2 y 3 siempre da fallos de stuttering? Parece que es como cara de juego los assets. Así que no sabría decirte. Es un tema del juego, me parece. Porque correr dos veces por el mismo lugar, como que no vuelve a suceder. Es como medio random. Yo diría que ese juego cargando cosas. Somebody was asking in Spanish why Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake are getting stuttered despite having higher-end GPUs and CPUs on them. It seems to be the game loading assets, apparently. Because when I was playing the game, when I go through an area, it stutters, but then if I go again through the same area without reloading the game, it is fine. So what I'm guessing is happening is that the game is loading assets in an unfortunately ineffective way. So yeah, that's what I'm guessing. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about, yeah. Let's go to this other one. Hopefully, yeah, I think it has more of a farm environment. Let's go that way. Does this game support the fidelity effects? So far, it doesn't, but they're probably going to put it there. Fidelity effect super resolution was added to Unreal Engine 4 and 5, I think. So eventually, I think it's coming. This is an Unreal Engine 4 game, so that's probably coming in the next update. Who knows? And what a nice temperature we have on the GPU now. Ha! A nice oh, never mind. Let's see. So a lot of foliage. That's usually pretty demanding on the GPU. Okay, yeah, drops into the 50s. Not a huge deal. Still significantly faster than the 1050 Ti, which isn't a surprise, let's be honest. But the real test is when you're close to those smoke clouds, but close to the camera, and enemies shooting at you at the same time.
Yeah, I don't know why these guys are so spread out.
Yeah, I don't know why these guys are so spread out. Yeah, agreed. I don't know either. And there's a plane coming. Take cover! Coming in hot. Yeah, I'm being a little bit too dramatic, but it's fun. What do you like more, Santiago? Enlisted or this one? They're very different games. Personally, I prefer this one because there's real people communicating. Enlisted, I feel like I'm playing against bots all the time, with very few people in between. Maybe it's just my servers in my region. But yeah, I prefer this one because it actually has people playing. Enlisted, I do not know if I'm playing against bots or people. And when I kill someone, at least I feel some sort of satisfaction. In Enlisted, I feel like I killed a bot, so it's not impressive. Yeah, I'm going to go that way. Yeah, let's go. Keep going forward. Go, go, go. No, Vulcan no hay en Resident Evil 2 y 3. No uses el 12, usa DirectX 11. Corre mejor en mi experiencia en ese juego. Okay, Goth. Oh, you're talking to Goth. Okay. Keep speaking. Will Ryzen 3 3100 1660 Super perform better? Yeah, of course. It's a much better GPU there. Make sure that you have at least 16 GB of RAM. Well, more than 8 GB and on dual channel. I think that will be a good configuration for this game. You should be able to max it out, no problem. 1080p 60. Maybe lower it a little bit too high to get a little bit better frames, but... Whoa! Friendly fire, friendly fire. Yeah, I put myself in front of my friendly and he shot me in the ass. But that's fine. I'm used to that. In the army, weird things happen. When you miss your wife. Tell anyone. Okay, please don't kill me. Okay, here's the drops into the 40s. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, in general, when smoke shows up, it drops pretty roughly into the 40s. That mixed with the foliage and the shooting, yeah, pretty demanding. But still, it's mostly over 60, so no biggie. I saw someone over there. Oh, out of ammo. Oh no. Volviste, Alexis. ¿Cómo andás? Tantos años. New World ¿para cuándo? Ya hice New World. Ya hice un stream de New World. Guys, I already tested that MMO New World. On Friday, I think I did it. Okay, we go to the video settings. Let's go now to epic settings. And we're going to keep the textures on high. No motion blur, thank you very much. So let's go epic settings. Wish me luck. The only thing I lowered are the textures because, you know, 4 gigs of VRAM. Kind of difficult. And I'm going to that garrison. Bro, I have an RTX 2060 and a 5 10th gen. This is good? Yeah, it is. Make sure that your RAM is on dual channel and you should be good to go. Okay, on this one, when I'm aiming, I get drops into the 40s still. So yeah, it's not that different from the highest settings to medium, but there's like a 10 to 15 FPS improvement. Holy hell, that one destroyed me. So yeah, probably 900p would be the way to go on this one, on high settings, I'm guessing. We'll see. We'll see once we try it. Okay, the doctors are 100 meters away, so yeah, we let go. Sí, pero era DirectX 11, no DirectX 12. Igual hay tirones, pero está, ¿qué vas a hacer? ¿Probarse el Battlefield 2042? Sí, por supuesto, cuando salga. To the people asking, yeah, Battlefield 2042, we're doing it once it releases, without a doubt. I always do it. So you shouldn't be surprised. I try basically anything that I find interesting. Okay. Oh no. Okay, let's heal. She almost got me. Oh yeah, no. Single channel is a no-go. Go dual channel if possible. With single channel you're not going to have a good time. Let's leave it at that. Oh, there you are. No, that's a friendly. To me this game is Bandage, the video game.
Who's got a good?
Yeah, let's get a grenade out. Grenade! Yeah, this GPU should handle 2042 just fine. I mean, it runs on the last gen consoles. Can I shoot through this hole? Yes, I can! Holy hell, what an advantage. Let's see if I see the enemy here. No, I don't think I can do it. Holy hell. For America, for freedom! Okay, so epic settings on 1080p. ¿Cuánto tardé, Cristian? Y mira, estudio inglés desde que tengo memoria, así que toda mi vida. Pero en agarrar fluidez como 4 años, creo. Hablando todos los días. Pero a mí me apasiona, entonces es como... Eso me da ventaja. He has seen things. Oh, and he's gone now. So, as I was saying, somebody asked me how to speak English more fluently. It took me like 4 years of speaking English every day to kind of get to the point that I am now. It's not 100% fluid, it still needs work, but yeah, it takes a long time. And I'm very passionate about speaking English, so I have the advantage in that regard. But as you can see on epic settings, we're into the mid-40s. Sorry, into the mid-30s when stuff hits the fan. As you can see right now we're getting a demanding moment because everybody's shooting, everybody is going through fog and foliage. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Whoa, yeah, I was expecting that, of course. So now it's time to do 900p. I'm guessing that on 900p it's going to be pretty easy to get closer to 60.
Alright. Well done, well done.
So yeah, you have a 3070 Ti and G4560, 16 gigs of RAM. What should I upgrade? The CPU, without a doubt. Get a better CPU, man, and you'll be good to go. Okay, there is a medic coming 3 meters away. Come on, medic, you got me. Thank you. You saved my life. And now I died again. Oh no, I died again. Okay. What a way to come back. Okay, let's go to 900p now. We're doing epic settings. And then we're dropping it to high, or maybe we're doing high right away, we'll see. Okay, 900p. Yeah, let's keep it on epic for now, we'll see what happens after. I'm being healed, thank you, mister. Alright, no, we're not doing... we're not doing epic settings. As you can see, guys, when I aim that way, I get into the 40s. In general, we're fine, but when something epic happens, we drop into the 40s. So yeah, epic settings is nice and all, but I want 60 frames now. So let's try with high settings. Maybe we are lucky. We don't have to go to medium. Yeah, now it runs almost the same on high. Yeah, a couple extra frames, nothing special. So if you don't mind being below 60 and over 30, then go for the highest settings. Personally, I think that 900p and 1080p are medium settings for 60 frames, especially 1080p. So yeah, let's do medium settings. Again, guys, I'm targeting 60s in the bad parts, like this one. And by bad parts, I mean demanding parts. When there is a lot of foliage, enemies, when there is stuff happening. ¿Darías clases de español? No, no tengo paciencia para dar clases. Olvídate. Les tiro los libros por la cabeza. Si pronuncian mal es tipo ¡pah! ¡Pronuncia bien! Somebody was asking me if I would give Spanish classes. No, I'm a terrible teacher, especially on the language side of things. Oh man, he's gone. Reduced to atoms.
Don't neglect the east side. He's pretty...
Whoa! Yeah, no. Dead.
Yeah, it's looking pretty spicy over here.
Okay, okay. So yeah, it appears to be the best settings 900p medium.
It might come along.
Some people will translate to comment in your language. That's hilarious. I love you guys. You're taking the effort to write in Spanish. Thank you. I appreciate that. But you can speak English, don't worry. I understand. I usually try to stay on English because I want everyone to understand. So that's why I say when I say something in Spanish, I repeat it in English so everyone can understand, or most people at least. So yeah. How can I get minus 60 with 5500 XT? So unlogical. I don't know, maybe your CPU, your RAM. This game is pretty single-threaded dependent. As you can see, when I'm sitting here at over 60, we're fine. But then we drop GPU usage a little bit, so yeah. We are kinda CPU limited. But not exactly. It depends on what's going on screen. So I'm using here medium settings on 900p, but this is 60 frames in the demanding parts. In the less demanding moments, it's like 70 to 80 frames. So again, when you are fighting against many enemies, which is kind of the point of the game, and your friendlies are shooting and there's smoke trying to cover the enemies and all that, yeah, that's when it drops into the 50s. So that's why I'm running around and trying to get into those locations. And I'm noticing a lot of stutter when I aim down sights. Whoa. Almost died there. The enemy failed. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Trying to do a realistic test. Whoa, that recoil got me. Is he dead? I think so. Yeah, he's gone. Reduced to atoms. Ha ha ha, dead! Oh, okay. There was an explosion. Hopefully this doesn't explode. Please, stay there. Okay, they're shooting that way. Oh, he's gone. Let's get to cover. Yeah, as you can see, in these places is where it drops below 60. There are a lot of enemies on that side. There's smoke, there's foliage. My comrades are shooting as well, so that's when the GPU and CPU start suffering the most. That's why medium settings is recommended. You can go higher, no problem. But you're going to drop into the 40s in these demanding places. Whoa, give me a shot. I'm in the air. What the hell happened there? I jumped. Greetings from Poland, Santiago. Thank you, man. Greetings from Uruguay, mister. How long would a Ryzen 5 2600 be good for 1440p? I mean, that's not CPU limited. In that case, you will be GPU limited. So you'll get the same frame rate as 1080p probably, if you're very CPU limited. So, I mean, you're not aiming for resolutions when you select a CPU. You're usually aiming for frame rates on that one, since the GPU is the one that works best when increasing the resolution. It's the one that does the most work. So if you're aiming for 60 frames in a game, putting a better GPU won't change things at all, probably, when you are trying to get for a higher frame rate. If you're CPU limited, you can only put a better CPU there. So what you can do to decrease that issue would be, yeah, increase the resolution, go from 1080p to 1440p so the GPU is utilized better, but you're not going to get more frames. That's what I'm trying to say. You're not going to get into that 60 frames place by increasing the resolution. So yeah, if you increase the resolution, your CPU requirements are lower. That's what I'm trying to say. ¿Qué tal, che? ¿Cambia mucho entre la beta y esto? Sí, cambió bastante. Se ve mejor el juego, pero corre medio igual que antes, diría yo. So as you can see, guys, what my expectation here would be, my recommendation would be 900p medium or 1080p medium. They run pretty similar. When we're in the bad parts in performance, it kind of drops into the 50s. But the game still looks decent. Doesn't look amazing, but it looks decent. Let's go now for 720. 720, I'm expecting high settings at 60 frames. Now let's do epic with high textures. I think that would be better. Yeah, let's keep it like that. Epic settings at 720. I'm guessing that it's going to be pretty close to high, so yeah. Okay, bye Santiago. Good night from India. Okay, enjoy, man. Have a good sleep. Hopefully no dog wakes you up. Thanks for being here, man. See you next time. So epic settings, 720p. I just lowered the textures like before. Let's see how it goes. Oh man, the stutter. Okay, we're getting over 50, but as you can see, guys, the GPU usage is pretty low. It's into the mid 80s. So maybe something is affecting the CPU more, because we're not maxing out the GPU, and we're aiming for only 60 frames. So I'm guessing that maybe there's a lot going on in this battle at the moment, a lot of explosions. So yeah, maybe I have to lower some stuff to help the CPU. Yeah, I mean, we're not fully utilizing the GPU at all. Yeah, let's stay like this for now. Let's get closer to the enemy. Sí, Lucas, por supuesto. Oh, victory, we won. Okay. Okay, we won. Yay, we won. I don't know how. But that's fine. I think I got 3 kills. No, I got 0. 0 kills. Okay, I'm going to wait for... What's the name of this? For the next match. But as you could see, 720p. No, I'm not waiting for the next match. You know what? Let's stay... let's swap GPUs. Yeah, it's almost an hour and a half into the game. Let's do 1650 Super. Usually NVIDIA cards of that generation are better in Unreal Engine 4 games. So let's go for that. 720p high or epic would be my recommendation. 900p medium or 1080p medium on the 570. Although on 1080p medium, you're going to get drops into the 50s more often. But overall, it still drops below 60 when there's a lot going on. So that's kind of unfortunate. They need to work on that. So 570. We put it to the side. I'm going to increase the brightness of my face so it's brighter. But I'm not seeing it. Oh, there you are. Properties. Let's increase the gain a little so you can see me. There we are. So 570, let's put it to the side. 1650 Super, where are you? Oh, are you kidding me? The 1650 Super is in the computer that I'm doing the live stream on. Okay, guys, today we're doing the 1650 non-super because I forgot to swap the 1650 Super from my main computer to the testing computer. So apologies. 1650 non-super. What a waste. I knew I was missing something. So apologies. Yeah, I forgot to put the 1650 Super in the PC. So I'm going to change the title. and re-edit the thumbnail so you guys can see. But yeah, I forgot about to swap the 1650 Super out of my streaming PC. So we have the 1650. Apologies. But I mean, if it runs on the 1650, the 1650 Super will be a-okay. Alright. 1 second, guys. I'm going to change that thumbnail. So this is not the Super variant. So there we go, 1650. Okay, thumbnail is almost done. Almost. Any second now. Almost there. Okay, I think I got it. I got it. Yeah, there we go. So time to upload that thumbnail. In the meantime, I load up the game. Yes, I want to replace that. Okay, awesome. There we go. So 1650 instead of 1650 Super. Apologies to the 1650 owners, 1650 Super owners. Hey bro, I'm back. I'm purchasing again your membership. Well, thank you very much, man. I appreciate that a lot. Triangulum. So this is the 1650, but not the Super variant, because I forgot to remove it from my computer. I'm going to cut that up. Oh, never mind. I have a... There we go, 1650. So again, next time I'm not going to forget, that's for sure. So we're into MSI Afterburner, we load up the profile, boom. And let's get back into the game, shall we? Hell let loose. And I'm doing 1080p Epic first. And then we're doing medium. Yeah, 1650 Super is coming in a few days, I'm guessing. But yeah, sometimes it happens. Oh, and I forgot to zoom in the FPS. Sorry, guys. I noticed too late. Do you like this game? Yeah, but it's not my style. What I mean by liking is, I think it's a okay game. The shooting feels satisfying, the movement is okay-ish. And I like that people speak. That's the best part of the game, I think, the communication. But I'm terrible at the game. That's kind of my problem with it. It's like a simulator more than an action game. So as a simulator, it feels like a good game. But since I'm not into simulation in general, I like it for a few minutes. I like doing random stuff with people that I don't know. But then I start getting bored, so that's kind of my problem. I like it, but for a few minutes. What's your favorite game? Oh, I have many favorites. I would say Resident Evil 4, Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. What else? Dark Souls 1, that's another big one for me. Max Payne 3, I have many favorites. Splinter Cell is one of the big ones, I would say. Oh no, server's full. Come on. Give me a spot in a server, please. Sup, Shiek G. How's it going, man? Welcome back. It's been a while. Literally. I haven't seen you for a while. Okay, 2 players in queue before you. Hell yeah. We're getting in there. I drink mate in the meantime. Is it a good combo with an i3 10100F with a 570, or the CPU will bottleneck the GPU? No, it should be fine. The GPU should be the limiting factor there. What I do recommend there is that you have more than 1 GB of RAM and on dual channel. That's super important. I know it sounds pretty minor, but it's not minor. It's super important for the CPU to be used at its maximum potential, to say it in some way. So yeah. And what about the best multiplayer games? I'm not into multiplayer in general, but I have good, well, CS 1.6 used to be my favorite. Then I played Siege for a long time. Now I'm playing mostly Payday 2, but that's kind of a co-op experience. So I'm not sure if that counts. Let's go Garand. And yeah, I'm going to this garrison right here. So what I was saying, I don't remember. But remember, the 1650 Super is like 10 frames ahead of this one. So keep that in mind. So in this case, I'm getting 66 frames. On the 1650 Super, it's probably into the upper 70s. But this is the highest settings, I think. Let me double check that. Yeah, epic settings with high textures, because VRAM. So let's see once I get into a gunfight, how it's going on. Can't wait for Payday 3, same. I hope it's as amazing as Payday 2, but with better graphics. That's my expectation. Any air cooler recommendations? Well, the Cooler Master Evo 212, yeah, that one, for the CPU, I mean. On the GPU side, well, there's a lot of options, and they are very specific, so I have no recommendations for GPU cooling. For CPU, I would say that Cooler Master 212 cannot fail. Is it South American server? Yeah, it is, I think. But I think it's in northern Brazil, so it's pretty far away. But it was so difficult to get into a match. All the servers are almost full, so it was difficult, but I could get into one. I have like 170 milliseconds. So ping is pretty bad for me, but it's because I'm trying to get into a game quickly, so if you take your time, you're going to find a server with a good amount of people and close to you. Oh man, that dropped to the 30s. What the hell happened there? Whoa, dead. Reduced to atoms. And I never walked again. Yeah, there's no medics nearby, so let's just die. Do you still play Genshin Impact? No, I just benchmarked it. In general, I do not keep playing the games that I benchmarked. I usually finish playing them and play something else. Because there's so many games. I don't know. Just my experience does that. There's so many games, so little time, that I play very few things. That's basically it. Come on, we got this. We got this. Deploying. But so far so good on the 1650. It seems to be faster than the 570 on this game in particular. Although, I need to lower those settings. I mean, if I get these frames on Epic, imagine when enemies are close to the camera and shooting at me. That's not going to be pretty. Where is this game available? On Steam. There's a link in the description for the Steam page, if you're interested. My friend plays Red Dead 2 at medium, high textures with a 1650 Super because of VRAM limitation. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, VRAM is a big issue nowadays. But it's good to have options. Okay, nobody close. Let's keep going. Hopefully I don't get shot from nowhere. Sucks you can't benchmark Yuzu again. Screw Nintendo. No, I mean, depends on the game really. If I'm doing Breath of the Wild or something like that, it seems to be fine. The thing is, when you benchmark something related to Mario, like Mario Odyssey, that's the only one that I had issues with. So I'm going to do more emulation, especially on the Nintendo side, but I'm trying to be more careful, because Nintendo doesn't like it, and I don't want them making trouble. I'm behind you, come on tank, let's run together. USA! USA! Run for cover.
Oh shit.
Let's get back on cover here. Okay. Nobody there, good. I don't know what this is. Doesn't seem to be imported in daytime. But the enemies mix with the environment so well. Hey Santiago, do you have an explanation about usage between GPU and CPU in this game? Yeah, it seems to be using not all the cores. So when there's a lot going on, it doesn't seem to finish using the entirety of the CPU or GPU. So I don't have an explanation, but it doesn't have to do with us. It seems to be a game thing. So I wish I had a way to explain it, but I don't. Oh man, I'm so bad at shooting in this game. So as I was saying, yeah, when there's a lot going on, the GPU usage drops, but the CPU is not maxed out, so I'm guessing it's something to do with the game itself. But I don't know what exactly. Yeah, I think I got him. Nice, finally, I got one in the hour and a half that I've been playing. Okay, so that was epic settings. As you could see there, I dropped into the 30s. Let's go to medium. I'm just going to crank up those textures to high, the rest on medium. And let's see if we are still in the 30s. When I aim this way. Yeah, nothing like it. I mean, into the 50s now. So when I said this runs better than the 570, I think I was slightly wrong. It's a little bit better, a couple frames ahead on medium. Which makes sense. I mean, this is an Unreal Engine 4 game. Usually those are better on the Nvidia cards. But 1080p medium seems to be the way to go so far. It still stutters. Seems to be an issue with the game, yeah. Oh no, I screwed up. Okay, he's a terrible shot. Because I didn't die yet. Yeah, that enemy was terrible at shooting. Let's see if I can stay alive. Yeah, I'm a terrible shot as well, as you can see. I think I got one shot in. He was this way, I'm sure I saw him. Where are you? Sir? There you go. Are you dead? Yes, you are. And I died. Yeah, I screwed up. He was just in front of me. No, I was so close, but that was satisfying. After an hour and a half of playing, I finally got 2 kills. The less demanding the graphical settings, the less GPU usage. If you're running low at 720p, this may happen. Yep, true. Yeah, this seems to be more single-threaded than anything else, so if you have a CPU that has better single-threaded performance, you're going to have a better time, but this game seems to just be not optimized for multi-core configurations. Multi-core configurations, I mean, is not using all the cores at once. It seems to be using 2 or 3 for when there's a lot of enemies doing a lot of things. So I don't know, maybe they will change that in the future. Because the most important parts are when there is a lot going on at the same time. I can see that the core 3 is doing like 80%, then the core 1. So yeah. Nice, that's how war works then. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you go to war, oh no, I just got 2 kills in an hour and a half. Yeah, sounds like real life. I mean, I haven't been to a war in real life as of yet, but that's probably how it works. Oh, dang it. I forgot to crouch. No, my wife will miss me so much. But what I'm noticing here on the 1650 non-super is that medium settings is more stable than the 570. So medium settings will be the way to go for me on this game. 50 to 70 frames. When S hits the fan, well, you're going to get into the 50s, but nothing major. Let's do 900p now. 900p, I'm expecting high settings to be good. So let's try high settings on 900p. Without motion blur, thank you very much. How do you check how many cores does the game use? I only look at the graph here that I have. As you can see, it says CPU 40%, and then you can see each core's usage. Just by logic, you can notice that very few cores go over 70% usage. So not all the cores are maxed out. That's what I'm trying to say. Some hit the 80% mark, but then the rest are like chilling at below 40%. In general, when I try a game that uses the extra threads better, all the threads are being used. So that's just a thing of experience. It's not that I know what I'm talking about, it's my experience. And a lot of people told me that they are getting drops below 60 even on higher end CPUs and GPUs. So yeah, having all that information in mind and what's happening to me at the moment, that's kind of my conclusion, that it's a game issue. Because a lot of people are running into that, even on higher end systems. I cannot read everything, guys, so sorry if I miss comments. I cannot read everything and play at the same time. What about 1660 Ti paired with a 2600X? Yeah, it should be fine, although it will be slower than here on the bad parts, because your single-threaded performance is lower than on my i3. So it will be okay, but it will drop below 60 more often. That's what I'm trying to say. But you can use higher settings at least, so the better GPU there helps. Sí, Tomás, sí, va a funcionar bien. Ponelo en Epic 1080p o Epic en alto y va a ir a 60. Yo usé gráficas al 100% muchos años y nunca se me rompió ningún ventilador en la vida. Así que dale nomás mientras no te joda el ruido. Está de más Death Cross HD. Do you have separate monitor for the chats? Yeah, I do. I had to get one because, man, it was so difficult to read and play at the same time. So I have you guys just next to the FPS counter, so I can read you at the same time. Although I try to pay attention to what's going on the screen as well. So I'm noticing right now, yeah, 1080p, we're mostly over 50, drops into the 40s at times. So you can do 900p high on this one. What is the headphones that you're using? Guys, everything that I'm using, it's listed in the description with the Amazon links if you're interested in buying them. Those are affiliate links, so a small percentage of the purchase will be towards the channel, so if you want to get something and you click on the link, it's much appreciated. These are Sony headphones, wireless. I'm using Bluetooth, so I don't have a lot of cables close to my hands, and it's been pretty comfortable so far. I got them used from a friend, and they work okay. Sound is pretty good. I can hear basically everything. That explosion at 30 frames, holy hell. Yeah, looking good. Any enemies? Anyone? Yeah, so you can hear a lot of explosions. A lot of people are being killed. And the GPU is not maxed out, as you can probably notice. This is what I was talking about. The CPU is not being maxed out on any of the threads. Oh, they're still alive, I think. Holy hell. So, there's so much going on that the game is not being optimal with the CPU usage. But what bothers me is that it drops below 60, so that kinda sucks. How is the latency of the Bluetooth? It's okay. I mean, when I'm watching a video or something, it's noticeable, but I don't mind, personally. The thing is, when I'm editing my voice in Audacity or something like that, that's when I notice the latency. But overall, pretty good. I'm using a TP-Link Bluetooth dongle, and yeah, the latency is not that bad. I heard shooting, but I don't know from where. Oh. Friendly fire.
Sorry, dude. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, friendly fire. No worries, man. I have a bandage. I love that he apologized. That's what I like about this game. The social aspect. Sorry, dude. No worries. I'll patch myself up. And we both died from an explosion. Pa, la verdad que no tengo idea de Assassin's Nice Life, pero espero que pronto. Espero que pronto. With the i3 9100F and 1063 gigs work good on this game. I have 16 gigs of RAM at 2400 MHz. It will be more of a stutter fest than this one. I mean, this one isn't a stutter fest, let's be honest. It's completely playable. But if you're aiming for 60 frames, you're not going to have a great time, because 4 cores, 4 threads. But on a 1063 gigs, make sure to lower that texture quality to medium or low. And I'll keep the game on medium settings, probably. Yeah, medium settings, 1080p, low textures, and that should be good to go. But again, expect a lot of stutter when there's a lot going on. With only 4 cores and 4 threads, well, this game has a difficult time. Does your headphone cushion tearing up bother you? No, I mean, I bought them that way. I mean, I got them from a friend with the cushions teared open, as you can see. So no, it doesn't bother me, but it's an issue, yeah. I'm going to get a replacement eventually of that. I think my internet is failing. I'm having a lot of lag. Anyway, so 900p high would be the way to go for this one. Either 1080p medium or 900p high for 60 frames with drops here and there. So let's do 720 now. And I'll do epic settings just because we can do it. So epic settings, high textures, no motion blur, thank you very much. 1650 Super, Tomás. Y deja de escribir mayúsculas, por favor, me rompe los ojos. Todo bien, pero deja de escribir así, por favor. Si solo querés jugar y no streamear. 1650 Super, sin dudas. So we're doing 720p epic, but high textures because, you know, 4 gigs of VRAM. And I'm going to fix the FPS counter. After playing so many games on PC, are you still okay with 30 frames on the console? Yeah, I'm even fine with 30 frames on PC. My eyes are adjusted to any frame rates. It's like having a G-Sync monitor in my eyes. The only thing that bothers me is screen tearing. Screen tearing, when it's very noticeable in the middle of the screen, it bothers me, but I can play at 30 frames even with mouse and keyboard. I usually aim for 144 on first-person shooters. If that's not possible, I do 60, and if I don't have a good enough GPU, I do 30 frames. I don't know, I'm not bothered by 30 frames anymore. I like it, as long as I can play the game comfortably. I mean, yeah, 60 and 144 looks great, super fluid, but it doesn't take me out of the game to be at 30 frames nowadays. It really depends on the game as well, but yeah. I mean, I play on the Switch, and that's usually dropping into the 20s. So, no big issue for me. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm older now. Lol, I wish I also had G-Sync in my eyes, yeah. Yeah, the only thing that my eyes cannot do in that regard is removing screen tearing.
I'm going to smoke, boys.
So yeah. Grenade! Coming in hot! But as you can see at 720p we can do pretty well, even with smoke on screen, on epic settings. If you want a few extra frames, go high, but you should be good to go. Let's go around. And closer to the foliage. Oh no, I missed the intro! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Hell Let Loose 1.0 on the 1050 Ti, 570, 1650, and not the super version because I forgot to put it out of the streaming PC. So yeah, that's coming next time, I'm guessing. But again, if you have a 1650 Super and are watching this video, expect 10 frames ahead, probably 10 frames ahead of this one, which is a big improvement. And yeah, I'm expecting that 10 frames over this, so you can do 1080p high just fine at 60 frames, probably. 900p ultra, whoa, I'm getting shot at. And 720p epic should be over 60 all the time, yeah. So don't worry, if you have a 1650 Super, add 10 frames. And if you have a 580, add 10 frames over the 570. But yeah, I forgot to put it into the gaming PC and it's streaming right now. It's doing the live stream. No worries. And it's fine. Yeah, some people cannot stand 30 frames after tasting 60. And some people cannot enjoy 60 after 144. And that's okay, that's fine. It's not a bad thing. Although, I think I got him. So as I was saying, the only drawback from that is that you have higher requirements. Whoa. Oh no! Jenny! Don't forget me! Don't go on dates with my best friend when I'm gone. Serving the country. Bueno, Doc Lover, se agradece un montón que hayas volvido. Hablaba como el culo el tipo. First question, can you use FSR on a lower resolution than 1080p? Yeah, but you are going to have less pixels to work with, so it's going to look even worse. But yeah, you can do it. It's an option that it's available. I did it on the 750 Ti at 720p. It worked fine, but yeah, very few pixels, so a blurry image. So yeah. Well, I'm basically dead now. So that's about it, guys. So far, what do I have to say about the game? It's improved a lot since the last time I played it in 2018. It's been 2 years. Time flies by like a bullet in World War II. But yeah, I think that graphically it looks better. Maybe it's just that I don't remember the game very clearly, but I feel like the game looks better for what I played so far. It controls better as well. I can feel that when I'm bolting, jumping into the ground, that feels like smoother. It doesn't feel clunky like it did before. So on the gameplay department, they seem to have improved the animation, the graphics. Probably they're going to improve it further with the effects, but the animation now I think is better, and the 3D models. Again, maybe I'm forgetting how it was before. But yeah, I think it looks better. It's more stable in general. It still stutters quite a bit, especially when there's a lot going on with many enemies on screen. And we still drop below 60 despite having a high single-threaded performance CPU. As you can see, there are some stutters, but there's a lot of explosions. But the GPU is not maxed out, neither the CPU. So they need to improve that, in my opinion. Then on the VRAM side, it doesn't appear to use as much VRAM as before. And on the system RAM side of things, it's using less than 10 gigabytes, which I think when the game was first released on early access, it was using a lot more RAM. So yeah, it's improved. I think it's having a good launch. And I haven't crashed yet, so those are my main concerns, but the game overall, I like it. Not my style though. I like how it plays, how it looks. But again, after a couple hours of dying over and over, that's not my style. Too much simulation for me, for my action-oriented brain. So yeah, if you like simulation, boom, go for it. So yeah, thanks again to Team 17 for providing a copy of the game. A couple of years ago, we got one. The game is on Steam, you can find it in the description. It's out of early access, starting from today, but the game is getting more updates. So there's a roadmap for 2021 and 2022. So they're going to support the game as time goes on. What I'm interested in is in the campaign mode. Not sure if that means single player campaign or a new multiplayer mode. But if there's a single player campaign, I'm doing it again. I'm going to try it again. But they say that they're going to put better special effects improvements, better effects, and more stuff. So yeah, probably in a year or two, we're going to give it another go. We tried on early access a while back, and now we're trying it again. Let me show you super quickly. YouTube. I love that YouTube recommends my own live stream. But let's look up how it was in the past. Hell let loose GTX 1050 Ti. Yeah, here's my own video. It was 2 years ago. Holy hell. 2 years ago. Oh my. June 2019. Yeah, we're in 2021. Whoa. I thought it was 2018. Okay, so let's see what settings I used. I used 900p low, I think. Yeah, 900p basically low settings, since these options don't go below medium. And I was getting, yeah, drops into the 40s. Yeah, it ran basically the same in that regard. But graphically, it was a lot worse. I mean, look at that grass. Jesus Christ. Yeah, the game looks a lot better now. Look at the animation. Yeah, without a doubt, they improved the graphics quite significantly. I was in the same map. That's incredible. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I also tried it on the 1650. Cool, cool. Oh, Fast and Furious. Only in cinemas. Let's keep that. Okay, so epic settings on 1080p. Let's see what happened there. Yeah, the animation is so much better now. The 3D models are better as well. Yeah, they improved the game quite a bit. Although, what I said about the system RAM was wrong. It's using less system RAM, as you can probably see. So yeah, graphically the game is a lot better, without a doubt. Look at those hands. Yeah. Not even a comparison, it looks a lot better. But it runs almost the same. As you can see there, I was using a quad-core CPU, and it was at 100%, almost at 100%. So yeah, the game looks better, but runs almost the same. So that's a big plus in my book. It uses more system RAM, a little bit more VRAM, but that's about it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm very looking forward to the updates on this game. We're going to be trying it in a year or two, probably, again. Hopefully it's a campaign, a single player campaign. I will be super interested. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Tomorrow we're doing Chernobylite, since I got a copy as well. Bye guys, love you all. See you later. Muchas gracias. Nos vemos. Se los quiere mucho. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, bye, bye. Yeah, I love talking to you guys. You guys are awesome.